Well, hello the new, it's only me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Studio B, here in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, north of Manchester. Studio B has, as most of you will know, as resident studio engineer, none other than Adolf Apfelstrudel, a very sweet chap from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria, which is in Germany, you know. Adolf used to work for the AA, the Automobile Association, as a driver. Unfortunately, he developed a drink problem and was obliged to hand in his notice and become a member of Alcoholics Anonymous. So he was often referred to as AA from BB. Unfortunately, during the WAR, Adolf was gruesomely, seriously injured and therefore refuses steadfastly to appear on camera in case he frightens the children to death. But just occasionally, and very occasionally, he will, if coaxed, wave, and even then only wearing a glove to hide his dreadful WAR wounds. I'll just ask him if he's interested today. Any chance, Adolf, you might wave today? No, he says not. He said he's had too much to drink at lunchtime, drowning his sorrows. So, unfortunately as well, Adolf is a strict disciplinarian and refuses me any more than 12 digital megaburgers per broadcast. This means that I can't, unfortunately, let you see or hear my world-famously forgettable rendition of Nessun Dorma. So apologies once again. Oh, it's these oats, you know. If you eat oats, they keep you as regular as a clock. That'll be 4 o'clock, I'm sure. So today's little ditty is about a couple who lived in New York, and this particular January it was freezing, and absolutely freezing in New York. All the streets were covered in snow, there was frozen slush everywhere, the heating didn't work properly. Oh, it was dreadful. Just getting to the shops was a nightmare. So his wife said to the husband, "Darling," she said, "I've got a little bit of business to do with my sister's estate. I've got to see the lawyer in Virginia on Tuesday. So how about we take the opportunity and have a few days in gorgeously sunny Florida?" So she said, we can take the same plane, and I'll get off in Virginia, you carry on to Florida, and I'll follow you down the following day when I've sorted the estate out with her lawyer. So he says that's a very good idea. So away they went, and she got off in Virginia, and he carried on down to Florida. And he got off the plane, oh, the sunshine, and it was beautifully sunny, but it was very hot, a bit too hot really. And he makes his way to the hotel. Oh, and it was gorgeous. There were palm trees everywhere, and there was a nice breeze. Oh, and the staff were very welcoming, and a nice tall blonde at the reception desk. So he gets into his room, and he's thinking, oh, this is a great idea. So he thinks, I'll just send my wife a little email to let her know how things are. But unfortunately, he couldn't find the little slip of paper in which he'd written down her email address, because at home, of course, he didn't really need it. So he tries to from memory, he types out an address which he thinks is the correct one. Unfortunately, he misses out one letter, and instead of going to his wife in Virginia, it goes to a little Jewish widow in Washington, whose husband had died during the night, and she was wailing and gnashing her teeth at what had happened unexpectedly, and just happened to check her email. And when she opened his email, she immediately had a heart attack and collapsed and died on the carpet. And when her relatives found her and they saw the email, they understood why, because this is what was written. It said, "My darling wife, have arrived safely. It's beautiful here, and I'm really looking forward to your arrival tomorrow. All arranged well and safely. By the way, it's hellish hot down here. Your loving husband, Fred." Thank you very much. That's the end of the story. Thank you and good night, folks.